Welcome back. In this notes, we're actually going to start talking about full equations. So no longer dealing with just simple expressions, we're going to actually be dealing with full-on equations and how to solve them. When you're dealing with a radical equation, the big idea is first you need to isolate the radical. You have to get the radical by itself, and then you have to raise both sides of the equation to the index, and that will erase the radical and let you solve it. So let me show you what I mean by that. So in our first example, it's actually pretty nice. The radical is already isolated. And remember, there's always a hidden 2 there. If there's nothing, it means it's a 2. So because it's already by itself, now that means I'm going to raise both sides of it to the power of 2. Because that power of 2 will actually erase my radical. It fully cancels my radical. Then I'm just left with the number on the other side. Well, because of that, I can subtract the 2 from both sides and just get 14. For my next one, well, this time it is a cube root. Now, the nice thing is the cube root is already by itself, but on the downside, it is a higher power. Well, thankfully, that really doesn't matter much. Since it's a cube root, I take both sides to the power of 3. And again, that erases the root itself, and I just get 3 to the third power, or 27, on the other side. And now I just have to solve that linear equation. So I'm going to subtract the 1 from both sides. So 2x equals 26, and then I'm going to divide by 2. And I got my answer of x being 13. Now both of those were very nicely set up already. Both of those already had the radical by itself. So when the radical is not by itself, that's the first thing that you want to do. So in this case, I'm going to divide off the 3 first. I need that radical completely by itself. Now I have what I need. Now I can square both sides to get rid of the square root. So we're going to completely get rid of the square root, and I just get the number on the other side. Add the 5 over, and there's my answer. This one, again, same story. I need to get the radical by itself first. And now that I have the radical by itself, now I can cube both sides to completely get rid of the root. And now just subtract 3. So nothing too horrible. Again, just big idea, realizing you need to get the radical by itself first, and then you have to solve whatever's left. So I will leave it at that. So thank you for joining me. Please make sure, as always, you have everything written down, and then make sure that you ask any questions before you begin your practice work if you're confused.